of distracting Alfred Jackson just enough. He was beat on the play. Alfred Jackson got in behind him, but Sean Woodson did not give up on it. Alfred Jackson inside to the left of your screen. Watch him break on this out. When he gets out there, Sean Woodson cuts underneath. He takes a gamble, and I think he just got a finger on that football.
So now onto the field comes Louis Passaglia, another very interesting story with the Lions these days. He is going to play his final game next week here at BC Place. This is going to be a 35-yard field goal, and Lou, a rare miss. Corey Grant looking to run it out, and he does. Louis Passaglia, I mentioned Grant still on his feet, finally pushed out at the 25. A rare miss by Lou. And the Lions fail on an opportunity to stretch the lead even more. It remains 21-6 in Vancouver.
Swipe your club card at Safeway.
This is Louis Passaglia's final season. He's only missed 4 field goals all season. He's having a great 2000 football campaign. He's had so many moments, including that one in 1994 as he kicked the game-winning field goal right here at BC Place against Baltimore to win the Grey Cup. And next week on TSN, we will show you his final home game as the curtain goes down on a fantastic career, any sport, anywhere, anytime.
That'll be quite the ceremony here in the last week of the season.
McManus short hops one to Darren Flutie. And Hamilton really looks out of sync. They look out of sync on defense, and they look out of sync on offense.
Well, you know, and I talked about it in the first half with McManus being forced to throw the ball long and over the heads of a lot of the receivers because they've been covered. But that pass was just a bad throw, and that was just a one-hopper to Darren Flutie.
And that's why they look out of sync, because we're not used to seeing bad passes like that from McManus. Remember, he hurt his hand earlier in the football game. Maybe he's had some lingering effects. We don't know. 2nd and 10. Lots of time, and that ball's picked off. Fletcher is going to score. Now there's a flag on the play. And McManus is still on the turf.
He got hammered. The Lions were coming with the blitz again. They did it early in the first half with Carl Kidd off the corner. I believe it was Kidd again coming on the blitz, and he hammers McManus as he delivers the football. Mike Fletcher reads it perfectly and slides to the interception.
Foul, roughing the passer, BC 26, first down.
Well, now Carl Kidd's going to get called for roughing the passer, and let's just see how late he was on the blitz. He's going to come right from here on the blitz. Carl Kidd, number 26. Now take a look at this. The throw goes right here, right into Mike Fletcher, 1-1000, and then the push down into the pile. Well, and this is slow motion, but it did look like he took an extra step before he put the two-hander on Danny McManus.
And it looks like Seth Dittman, one of his teammates on the offensive line, caught McManus up in the face as he was pushed by Kidd, because he grabbed his face as he went down.
You know, and a lot of people in Hamilton right now, as you've seen McManus for the second time in this game, very slow to get up. Let's watch it one more time in regular speed just to see how late Carl Kidd was. Here he comes off the edge. Well, they're trying to protect the quarterbacks, and that's why the flag went up. And Danny McManus for the second time is on the turf. Now, a lot of people in Hamilton right now are probably saying the Ticats have locked up second place in the Eastern Division. Why is Danny McManus in the football game? They have a banged-up backup in Cody Ledbetter, and they're on a 4-game losing streak. They have to get back on track. That's why McManus is playing.
And with that, we will take a break at BC Place. Danny McManus slow to get up still, and he's holding his eye. Does not look good, but here's what happened.
Well, Seth Dittman, the left tackle right here, working on Herman Smith, and he's going to drop back and protect Danny McManus. Now, when McManus gets pushed by Carl Kidd, it's Seth Dittman's right hand right there. I believe it was his right thumb that looks like it pokes Danny McManus in the eye, and that's when he went down. And again, I mentioned earlier, but he's the second time that Danny McManus has gone down in this game. This was the first half, and again, it was Carl Kidd that pulls him down. He jammed his arm, his passing hand. It looked like he was holding his wrist on that one, and now he's got a thumb in the eye from his tackle.
So Cody Ledbetter is back into the game for Hamilton. Obviously, the touchdown did not count for the Lions. Ronald Williams looking for the outside corner, tripped up by number 34, Central McClellan. But the concern is over on the Hamilton sideline with number 14 and the right eye of Danny McManus.
Well, it's not just a thumb either. You see Seth Dittman has the gloves on, and they're all taped up and wrapped, and that's right there. That right hand got him right in the eye. But the position of the hand, it had to be his thumb.
Boy, when it rains, it pours. And it's pouring right now for Hamilton. Out of the shotgun, Ledbetter is buried. And it's Kidd again.
He's not kidding around.
No, he isn't.
He's coming off the edge in a hurry and timing up the blitzes quite well. He's coming full speed into the pocket, and this is the third time he's been back in there creating havoc for Hamilton quarterbacks. Cody Ledbetter has to shake that one off. He took a big hit right in the middle of the back. As Ron Williams was shaken up on the play as well. Now, again, Carl Kidd, a big part of this defensive game plan. He's going to come from this side on this blitz, but look him come off the edge and really cut down the angle so he can get home in a hurry. And Ron Williams was on the other side of that, kind of got caught in the mix and trying to shake it off right now as he heads back to the sideline.
There's his former teammate, Eric Carter.
And there's Kidd off the corner, number 26. Good hit there, and it was Ledbetter that rolls into the back of Ron Williams' knee. But you can't blame Cody Ledbetter. He took a big hit. The starting quarterback trying to shake it off right there on the sideline, Danny McManus.
Everybody on the Ticats sideline trying to shake something off.
In a physical football game.
It certainly has, and number 26 has been around a lot of the big hits. Rob Hitchcock has thrown a few for the Ticats, but number 26 in black. Check that number. Ozzie gets away a good punt to Cunningham, starting from his 35, and he's tripped up before he reaches the 40. Damon's coming back out onto the field. It's 21-6 in Vancouver. Well, there's the right eye of Danny McManus. It does not look good. Let's go downstairs for a report. Here is Farhan.
Thanks, Dave. Right now, they're cleaning up the eye of Danny McManus's right eye. The doctors are working on it. They've got some alcohol in the area. Right now, the eye is bleeding, and they're taking care of that. I asked him if he could see out of the eye. He said right now things are pretty jumbled around. They're going to wait and see if the inflammation goes down before he tries to go back into the game.
Thank you, Farhan. Here's Damon Allen on the run. A first down.
And that's not the alcohol that you sip out of. That's the alcohol you clean a wound with. Just to make sure we're clear on that. Yeah.
And real concern now for Hamilton, because it's probably safe to say he's done for tonight.
Well, you know, you got to think that he would be. Why take the chance when, you know, you do have that home field playoff game in your back pocket?
And now you have to worry about how long is this going to affect his vision.
That's right.
With the playoffs right around the corner, the team's already not playing well. First down for the Lions, a team that is playing well. Good fake by Allen, but didn't fool two Ticats. He gets it away to Millington, who stiff arms Rob Hitchcock. Good battle there between two physical football players.
Well, this is what we're talking about with Ron Lancaster and what he's got to consider with Danny McManus. Right now, Montreal's locked up first place. They will have the Eastern final at home. Hamilton has second. Winnipeg has one game remaining. They cannot catch the Ticats for second in the East. So Danny McManus will likely just stay right on the bench the rest of this game, because that'll continue to swell throughout the evening.
A gain of 1 on that last play as Allen was pushed quite a ways back. Low pass dug up by Brett Anderson, short of a first down.
Now, Toronto, after the win, still has an opportunity to cross over into the West. division. Steve Barato's looking at this game as the important one because they win it, they lock up third and avoid the crossover. If they lose it, they still give both Saskatchewan and Toronto a chance. So Toronto's trying to catch Winnipeg for third. They can also have an opportunity if the Lions lose to cross over. Now, if the Lions continue to hold on and win this football game, that's over. And Barato and the Lions have third place in the West.
Lou is back on to punt this ball away. With 5:30 to go in the third quarter. The Lions cruising with a nice lead. Pasaglia just got that off, and it's a good punt. Here's Akins looking for some room. And none is there. Be sure to stay until the conclusion of tonight's game when we will show you the TSN Turning Point brought to you by Super 8.
What? They gave our room away?
Not what you want to hear. Then Super 8's where you want to stay, where VIP members get guaranteed rooms and 10% off. Clean, friendly Super 8. All the room you want.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness, 87 Hamilton. Major foul, unnecessary roughness, 10 BC, first down.
It's Mike Juhas for the Hamilton Tiger Cats and Jason Crum for the BC Lions that were getting down and dirty out there in the field, Glenn. But again, discipline is a problem in this game.
Yeah, Gerald Vaughn almost blocked that kick, and Louis Pasaglia thought he might get the penalty call, but Vaughn was blocked into it. Gerald Vaughn has blocked 4 kicks in 7 games. He's on the verge of a CFL record of his own.
Records all over the place. Cody Ledbetter would just like to put some points on the board here. High pass brought down by Amerson. Amerson across the 30-yard line. So here's a chance for Ledbetter, who has, as mentioned, been out of action since about week 5. He had pins inserted in his ankle, broken bones on his leg, but he's back, and as you mentioned, not 100%, but here's a good opportunity for him to show Ron Lancaster and his teammates, most importantly, what he can do if needed.
And it's a chance to get in a game that's still in the balance. I mean, you're not mopping up now.
Nope.
You're in there in the third quarter, chance to bring this team back.
First and 10, Ledbetter, a flag is already down. He's got Moriali wide open. Moriali to the BC 40. However, flags are down. And there's another wrestling match at midfield.
Well, there's flags at both sides of the field right along the line of scrimmage, which would indicate an offside on Hamilton.
Offside, Hamilton 18. Repeat, first down.
The guy who caught the ball was down the field a little bit before he was supposed to be. Now, receivers are allowed to be in the neutral zone if they're moving forward and they're outside about 5 yards from the tackle. Mike Moriali was past that point.
The Ticats have committed 6 penalties so far for a total of 65 yards. A lot of valuable real estate given up. Here they are on first and 15 across the top. It's Amerson.
Yeah, good play by Cody Ledbetter to just dump it off to Archie Amerson. You don't have to get the whole first down in one throw. You get as much as you can on first down, get yourself in a second and medium. Now you have a chance to run with Ron Williams to get up, pick up the first down. You can run screen plays or the short passing game to pick up the first down. That's patience from a quarterback who doesn't have a whole lot of game experience.
And here is where you'd probably have to rely on your veterans. Amerson having a great season. He's got Ronald Williams back there. Darren Flutie. He just went to Moriali. He's got some help. Just has to find them. Ledbetter wide side. Pass is high. The catch is made. That was Andrew Gregg hauling that one down. Let's go back down to the sidelines and once again bring in Farhan Lalji.
Thanks, Dave. Plenty of injury news to report. David Benefield, Lions outside linebacker, is done for the day. He injured his right Achilles tendon late in the second quarter when offensive tackle David Hack rolled over on it. He did try it again in the third quarter, but it wasn't going to happen. He is done for the day. He's getting it iced. I also spoke to Danny McManus. His eye is quite badly swollen. He does not expect to play the rest of this game.
The injuries piling up in a physical football game here, but the Ticats have a first down. They give it to Williams, and Williams has another first down to midfield.
He's playing hurt. Cody Ledbetter really shouldn't be playing in this game. He's not 100%. Ron Williams has left the field limping a couple of times, but you wouldn't tell by this play that he's banged up a little bit because he hits the hole pretty hard and then is cut down by Chuck Levy.
Well, as you mentioned here, this game is not over, and it's time for maybe some of these players to realize that and step up, make some plays, and that was one of them right there by Williams. Another first down. They're at the midfield stripe. Ledbetter keeps. Flags are down. Grant is wide open to the 35-yard line, and there's going to be another flag for a late hit on Corey Grant.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this is sorted out, because I think the Hamilton Tiger Cats are going to be called in the holding. That was while the play was happening, and then that flag late was going to be unnecessary roughness to the outside. So see how this all nets out.
Holding, Hamilton 67. Major foul, unnecessary roughness, BC 26. It's 1st and 10, first down.
So it nets out as a gain of about 5 yards for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and they get the first down. And here's the play to the sideline. Corey Grant runs out of bounds. Definitely going out of bounds, and he's hit there by Mike Crum.
Mike Crum has laid some big hits so far this season, but that is not one that you want to see a guy make when he's clearly across the sidelines already.
Cody Ledbetter has looked like he's playing with a lot of poise for not having a whole lot of playing experience.
Doing the job right now across midfield. Whoa, there's Carl Kidd getting a little anxious.
Well, he's tried to time that blitz and has been perfect throughout this game, and that time he was just off. And you got to credit the offense there, because Corey Ledbetter changes up the snap count.
Offside, BC 26, first down repeated.
If Danny McManus was always going on first sound or the first hut, Cody Ledbetter changes it up. He goes on the second hut, and he gets Carl Kidd to jump offside. Now, the next time Carl Kidd decides to blitz, he will hesitate at the line of scrimmage, and that may give Cody Ledbetter that extra second to get rid of the football.
And who do you think taught him that move? It's a great play. You're right, by Ledbetter. Has him just across the 45-yard line. Williams pushing ahead for a few more yards.
Well, you know, I'm not real surprised. I mean, Cody Ledbetter is a guy who really the Hamilton Tiger Cats feel is a very good backup for Danny McManus, and a guy that could be a starter on some teams. But Cody Ledbetter hasn't had very many reps throughout the last month and a half with the Ticats. He has not been able to go out there and play at all, even in practice. So to see him this polished and this poised in the pocket without very many reps in a month and a half and very little, if not any, playing experience, it's pretty amazing right now.
Second and short for the Ticats. Ledbetter out of the gun, throwing it wide. The play is broken up. Is this guy having a football game or what? Carl Kidd is everywhere.
Yeah, he breaks on the ball. It's called closing speed because Archie Amerson was there. The timing was a little bit off. If the throw comes out of there a little bit quicker, Amerson, I believe, makes the catch. But great closing speed again by Carl Kidd. We've seen him blitz, and we know how successful he's been in this game doing that. And there he is in pass coverage, also making a play.
Carl Kidd is a guy who has NFL experience. They just signed him at the beginning of this month. Right now, a 50-yard attempt for Paul Osbaldiston. Does it have enough? Yes, it does. Ozzie just gets it over the bar with 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Hamilton is still chipping away. It's 21-9. So a 50-yarder by the veteran Osbaldiston makes it 21-9. Play action. Damon Allen looking for it all. Looking for his man, and he's got it all. Denny Montana was just behind the coverage and couldn't bring it home.
I think Donald Smith just got a fingernail on that football. He's got his arm taped up because he's back from injury, and here's a guy who's really suffered through some injuries this year. Here he go down the sideline, and he's trying to catch up and read the football, and I believe he just gets a fingertip on it right there, if not distracting Dennis Montana just enough. So he can't come up with that catch, but again, a nice throw by Damon Allen out in front and about 60 yards in the air.
And that's a good sign for Donald Smith, who has not seen a lot of action this season. He's had just about every injury you could possibly imagine. So it's 2nd and 10. Again, Allen with lots of time over the middle. I think was looking for Alfred Jackson. Donald Smith, he has had a wrist injury. He has had kidney stones. He's had another wrist injury. He's had a hamstring injury. He has been banged up, personified.
Not his favorite season when he looks back on his 9-year career. Signed as a free agent to Hamilton Tiger Cats this year. The Argos, it's where he played last year. And basically, Toronto said, you know, we're not going to pay you any more. We'll pay what we paid you last year. And he said, I'm worth more. Hamilton gave him a little more money, moved over to Hamilton, and he's really had a tough season with the injuries, like you mentioned.
And he helps the Ticats hold there, something they have not been able to do that much in this ball game, forcing Louis to punt it away. And there's the pressure again for the 2nd time tonight. Clifford Ivory and the Ticats special teams unit. Chris Schelling was in there as well. And Hamilton will be sitting pretty as the 4th quarter will begin when we come back. The last play of the 3rd did not go Passaglia's way.
The CFL live on TSN at the quarter.
Well, perhaps the emotion that happened in the first half was a little much on the Lions. You had Damon breaking the record. Everybody was thrilled about that. They got out to a big lead, and perhaps they forgot they had a second half to play because the Ticats have not been playing all that well, but they've been hanging around.
Yeah, and we've talked about before the importance of the knockout punch. When you got people struggling, pop them. Don't let them hang around. What do you say?
Scary.
Hey, man. Easy here.
But I tell you what, you know, they've allowed Hamilton to stay in this game. Hey, it's 21-9. They've got the ball deep in plus territory. They make a play, and it's anybody's game. Don't let people hang around, Chris.
I agree. I agree. I mean, this game has been very difficult for Ticat fans to watch because of the fact it seems like every time they progress, all of a sudden they regress. But if there's one guy that's putting out an effort, it is Joe Montford. You watch him here, the running back, Blair gets hit on the inside, and there's Montford, number 53. And what I like about it is he finishes the play. The play starts at one point and it ends at one point. When you see a player ending the play with some intensity, that's the issue.
Well, it's like patchwork out there, Chris. These guys are playing injured. You see Willie Fells out there limping around. He shouldn't be on the football field right now. He's jeopardizing the future of his football career. Eric, that was pretty physical. I like that. You should get out there right now. I'm telling you, this football, the turning point right now, I think Carl Kidd taking that late hit and then the interception being called back kept the Hamilton Tiger Cats in this football game. With BC not looking at the films from last week, 21 points the Hamilton Tiger Cats put up in the 4th quarter. This one's going to be interesting.
That punch was so hard it knocked your earpiece out.
Oh!
One other note on Damon Allen, by the way, could reach 5,000 yards this season. He's already had his most successful season, passed it tonight, of all time.
Well, here's a young quarterback who has a long way to go to catch those numbers, but right now, Cody Ledbetter